downtown Toronto and the Rogers Center, the home of this edition of Baseball on the Show. Today we've got a contest out of the American League. Matt Maker is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Toronto. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you can tell by this strikeout to walk ratio 2-to-1 that this guy is more a pitch to contact guy than a strikeout walk guy.
Striding into the box, Joey Wendell. He carries the 8th
Leading
best average in the American League entering play.
Hey, not a bad year for a second baseman. There's some really good two-sackers out there, but second basemen aren't typically where you expect to have one of your better hitters.
And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball.
Hey guys, loud contact right out of the gate. I like where this is headed. Let's hope that this is the start of just a monster offensive output by both sides.
At the plate, Matt Duffy, one of the better hitters in the league this year, currently 7th in the American League in hitting.
This guy's had a super season so far, and we're well into the baseball season, so this isn't a fluke. He's been swinging the bat great all year.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. And Dan Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty B. Hey, Dero, talk about a team that's scuffling right now. I had a chance to talk to the manager before the game. He's not happy. The players aren't happy.
Yeah, and just a malaise has kind of come over this clubhouse. We had a chance, like you said, to walk through it a little bit. The boys are not jumping around. This is a big game today.
And he will add yet another game to his incredible hitting streak as it now reaches even further into the stratosphere.
You know, Dero, I don't know if this thing's ever going to end. This guy's been raking now for almost 2 months, and he's swinging the bat just as good now as when this streak started to start it off with his first base hit.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like he's coming out of it anytime soon. I wonder the pitcher that would create such a tough matchup for this guy to shut him down, because he's playing with the big part of the field. He can beat you in so many different ways, and this number's getting just straight ridiculous.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Ranging back is Pilar, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And he's safe.
Yeah, when that left his bat, I thought it was out of here for a 3-run shot, but to his credit, he didn't hesitate or break into that home run trot. He busted it out of the box and was thinking triple all the way. Well done.
Here now is Mike Zunino, and what a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories.
Yeah, and he's just off the league leading the batting race. He's in the top 5 in that category, but he is out in front in home runs and ribbies, so we'll see if he can make a push for the Triple Crown.
Pitch on its way now to Zunino. Zunino, a drive. That's out to deep left field. Gone! So a 2-run shot to left center. So he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate. And the Rays have opened it up even further now. It's 4-0.
Well, it's obvious they didn't change their scouting report after yesterday's game. He had 2 bombs yesterday and another one today. Hey, this pace can't continue, but he's going to ride this wave as long as he can.
So stepping in, Eric Thames. He comes into this one ranked number 6 in the American League home run race.
Man, this guy's been in fuego lately. A boatload of homers over his last 10 games.
Yeah, usually, Dan, guys get hot throughout the course of the season, but not like this. Hot and
Drives it out to deep right center field. Ranging back is Pilar. Gone! Back-to-back jacks on back-to-back pitches. Solo shot to right center. Home run number 47 thus far. And the Rays have opened this up to 5-0.
Well, it's very early, but he's looked out of sorts from the beginning. They've already roughed him up for 2 homers, and they're not done yet. We'll see if he can regroup or he blows up. Could go either way at this point.
Striding forward now is the DH, Daniel Robertson. He enters play 6th in the American League in the batting race.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
Line towards center field. Pilar has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. Time now for a look at the Rays starting 9. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, guys, I'm really hoping to see a turnaround from that number 3 hitter. It's been a topic of conversation around this club about how bad he's been struggling. Nobody seems to have the answer, but the answers are only going to come from him, and I think his confidence is pretty zapped right now. He just has to get out there, square up a couple of balls, and maybe that confidence will come back.
Digging in now, Willie Adames, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the American League in hitting.
There's a lot of ways to get on base. Base hit, a walk, hit by pitch. This guy's in the top 5 on base percentage. He does a little bit of all of those things. Wow, this guy must be a glutton for punishment because he's given up 6 hits in this inning alone. Not sure how much more rope you can give this guy. At some point, you have to try somebody different.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. Last night a big one for him as he drove in 6 runs. First pitch on its way. And there's a strike right down the heart of the plate. 0-1.
he definitely doesn't look himself to start this one. And this lineup needs to be on the attack early and be aggressive and find a way to stay in this game.
Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
Well, this doesn't have the makings of a start he's going to be proud of, does it? He's getting absolutely pounded here in the first inning, and I would think they're not going to let this go on for much longer.
Ji-Man Choi the next to hit. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High in the air out to center field. Pilar's there. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's a 6-0 ball game.
Usually when you score a lot of runs in one inning, like this inning, you're doing a lot of things right. And how about this? A sac fly to drive in another run. They have to be happy with this.
Here comes a Toronto skipper out toward the pitcher's mound. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart most likely to a chorus of boos here, as he just didn't have it today, as he leaves without being able to finish an inning. John Axford comes on to work much earlier than anticipated, obviously, as he'll try and right the ship in the very first inning. Joey Wendell will be his first assignment upon entering, as he'll bat with the runner in scoring position here and 2 away. Here's the first pitch to him. Strike taken up in the zone. 2 out here and a runner at second. Now a shot toward the gap in left center. And this one will bounce into the wall. As he arrives at second without a play, as also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Man, it's been like BP for these guys all game long, getting production from just about everyone in the lineup. That's the 7th run they played it in this inning alone. There's not much more else to say.
Ready for another chance? Matt Duffy. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1. And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
You know, Kenny Jansen, Dero, he's kind of hard to figure out. Doesn't give a lot on the edges. He'll make you bring the ball into that plate.
And the right fielder is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. But not only do they take the lead, they also open it up a bit as 7 men come across to score. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Rays 7 and the Blue Jays coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Zach Wheeler, a right-handed Georgia native, gets the starting nod. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, it's not too hard to figure out why this guy's one of the top pitchers having a big year. Look at that ERA, sub 1.0 ERA on the season. He's been nearly untouchable up to this point. And we should have a fun time watching this guy do what he does on the mound today in this one.
And guys, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year. You get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for route number 1. With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, Brandon Drury is looking to turn it around right now. Watching his last game, he went 0 for 4, and it just looks like he's out of sync right now. Maybe this game is the game that gets him going.
So striding forward now, Devin Travis, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. And it's the outside corner. It's strike 1. Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Man, when you're struggling at the plate, that pitcher smells blood in the water. He's coming right after you, trying to end it quick.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussions at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
Striding in, Brandon Drury. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against